Klaus. Klaus from Germany, hello. This is just a little samba, built upon one single note. Other notes are bound to follow, but the root is still this note. Now the new one is the consequence of the one we've just been through, as I'm bound to be the unavoidable consequence of you. There's so many people who can talk it, just say nothing or nearly nothing. I have used up all the skills I know, but in the end I've come to nothing or nearly nothing. So I come back to this first note as I must come back to you. I will pour into this one note all the love I feel for you. Anyone who wants the whole show, re mi fa sol la ti do, he will find himself with no show. Better play the note you know. Hi Sierra. Hi Finn. What's up Erica? Jorge. Hi Michael. Miago. Glaciamon. Good afternoon Michael. Good to see everybody. Find yourself with no show, better play the note you know. He will find himself with no show, better play the note you know. He will find himself with no show, better play the note you know. That was One Note Samba. Is by Antonio Carlos Jobim. And hello everybody, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Hey, I want to say a few things right up front. It's nice to have you here, first of all. It would be awesome if you hit your like button. I think that'll let more people kind of know about it and get them in here with us. Maybe you don't want that. Come on, do it anyway. Thanks, Benjamin Gibb. Mark Sheffield, I'm going to answer your question in a second. All right, I have a little to-do list. My first thing on my to-do list is to tell you that I think this will probably be like the last Sunday that I do this. I'm going to switch to Saturdays. I hope that's okay. And I'll let you know about what time I'll do it on Saturdays. Thanks, Tommy. I love them too. But I think Saturdays will work better just for me and my family. Okay, next thing. Thank you so many people for following me on Twitter this week. I took a poll, and a couple polls. I asked you guys about a couple different things, and that was helpful to me for future video making. So if you haven't followed me on Twitter, do that. It's AIMN, like AIM, AIM, and then an N, and also kind of like you're saying amen. And follow me on the Snapchat. We're gonna have some fun stuff coming up with Snapchat in the future. So make sure and do that. It's just Amy Nolte, all one word, on Snapchat, and then you can see what I'm up to too, which has been a lot of baseball this week. Let's see, Facebook too. I got a music page on Facebook. You can follow there, and between all of those things, you should be caught up on what we're doing, and if I need help from you, all of that. Last thing is my website. Make sure that you go to there. Make sure you go to there and find out how you get my worksheets, because there's a lot of worksheets that are going along with my videos, and then you can just get them there. Thanks. I'm glad you liked my earrings. Now, very important thing. I received a really nice email this week from Maggie. My new friend Maggie over in North Hollywood, who has a brother-in-law that I think might be watching, and his name is Mark Menaker. It's apparently his birthday today, May 7th, and so first I would like to sing to him just a little happy birthday. You guys sing along. I'll know if you're not. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mark Menaker. Happy birthday to you. Mark. Mark apparently grew up playing in his dad's orchestra, the Bernie Medical Orchestra. I don't know if you guys know about them, but he is a piano player and he played for them for years. And I think that's really, really cool. And also, I don't know if you've given it to him yet, Maggie, but I sent him a CD this week. So Mark, happy birthday, and I hope you enjoy the CD. And thanks everybody who's wishing Mark happy birthday. That's so nice. The next thing I want to do is play a few requests. Will that be fun? Okay. And I would also like to tell you guys, if you notice, some people trolling or whatever, pay them no attention. It's like in The Wizard of Oz. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. None. Just none. Okay, here we go. I would love to hear your requests right now. And I think spooky. I love that one. Let's see about that. In the cool of the evening when everything is getting kind of groovy, you come on up to me, ask me if I'd like to go and see a movie. I like this one. First I say no, oh, I forget the words. No, if I'm right, and then you stop and hold me tight. Love is kinda crazy with a spooky little girl like you. Yeah. Just report and don't even talk about it. Cool. Let's see. Bésame mucho. I don't know the words. Misty. Look at me. I'm as helpless as a kitten up a tree. Oh, that's a good one. Let's see. It's been a while. Footprints, right? That was Footprints. Let's try another one. Oh, you would like me to scat on Misty? Just a little bit. And then Moon River, right? Thank you everybody who watched my live concert this week. Moon River was part of it, right? That was a fun one. Moon River, wider than a mile. Thank you, Rob. I'm crossing you in style. Now somebody's very adamant about this one, so I want you to know that I know it. The jitterbug. The jitterbug. Put the jitterbug into my brain. I've never done it before. You asked for it. We can stay home instead. Wake me up before you go. All right, next one is, which one? You're welcome. You're welcome. How about in every heart there is a room, a sanctuary safe and sound to heal the wounds from lovers past until a new one comes along. That's a good song. That's probably my favorite Billy Joel song, I would say. Oh, that's a good one. You got a friend in me. You got troubles, I got them too. There isn't anything I would not do for you. You stick together, we can see it through. Boy, you got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. That's such a cool opening, is it? Something like that. And that's nice, Tom. Yeah, there's your desperado. There's your desperado. Oh, try a little tenderness. That's a good one. Let's try that one. Oh, I know Al Jarreau's recording of that song. Do you know his album Tenderness? That's where I learned that one. And he goes, she's been weary. Some women do get weary. Wearing their tacky dress. When she's weary, cook her up some tenderness. That's such a good recording. Oh, I know that one. Let me see how that one goes. Come on, skinny love, just last the year. Birdie? But Bon Iver first, right? Pour a little song we would never hear. My, 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 my. Hey, that's awesome, Ben. Thank you. Blue Monk. Sir Duke. You keep saying Sir Duke. That's the one that goes. I always get Sir Duke and I Wish confused. That's why I hesitate on Sir Duke. Is that the one that goes, looking back on when I was... No, that's I Wish, isn't it? Sir Duke. Is that the one that goes... Right? Yeah, that's a good one. I like that one. And on top of the world, you talking about, let's see, such a feeling's coming over me. There is wonder in most everything I see. And then somebody said Little Wing, and I love that song. How's that one go? Tell me the first couple of chords to that one. And maybe the first couple of words, and I'll do my best. Okay. I'm going to take a tiny break, though. Tiny break from these. And I know it's coming, so I'm looking for it here. I know you're going to tell me some chords, and I'm going to be like, there they are. E minor, G, A minor. That's right. And the words, what were the words? Oh, well, she's walking through the clouds with a circus mind that's running round, right? Butterflies and moonbeams and fairy tales. That's all she ever thinks about. Really cool song. Okay, but I said I'm taking a little break, right? Yes, I did. Okay, I have a couple more things on my list. Thanks, everybody, for your questions and comments. I learned that song because my guitar player, Joshua Payne, wanted me to learn it a while back, and he plays it so nice. If you guys don't follow my buddy Joshua Payne, you should look him up, follow him, Joshua Payne Orchestra. He does amazing things. And he and I have a group together called Skirt and Suit. And we're on Instagram too, if you want to follow there. I don't follow people back on my personal Instagram. Thank you, Steve. Because I just keep that one just for friends and family. Hey, thanks, Glenn. I'm glad you liked it. Okay, I had a couple questions written to me this week. I'm going to get a little bit closer. Look, I got my rolling chair today. A couple questions this week, and I get these questions often, so I thought I might address them here today. One was from Wayne E. And Wayne E. watched Ella's Rootless Voicing dice game, better known as Dice for Pianing, right? And he had a question. Yes, Joshua Payne, just like that, Benjamin, thank you. I'm the skirt, that's right, he's the suit, I'm the skirt. Hello, Colin from Germany, thank you so much. He wonders, a lot of people wonder about it, and I think I was kind of too hasty in just saying, I was like proud of Ella that day. I was like, Ella figured out a way to help herself with this, and I want to show everybody, but I probably did the video before I thought it out very well. Yeah, that's right, at Skirt and Suit. That's it, Chris. Hey, thanks, Ernest. So when we're playing Rootless Voicings in jazz, we don't play the root because we leave it for the bass player. In other kinds of music, like almost all kinds of music, it's everybody can play the root. It's kind of up for grabs. And if you got a C chord, you can play the C chord, and you can play the root, and the bass player is playing the root. Everybody plays the root, and it's fine. In jazz, though, we leave it out as the comping instrument, as the piano, as the guitar, as the vibes, and we just don't play it. We leave it for the bass player. And the first thing you should do if you want to get into this is to look at my video called Jazz Piano, Where to Start. I'm wearing a green sweater, a ponytail. I just put it out last week. And the first place to start is just with the 3rd and 7. And we talk about 2-5-1s in that video. But in Ella's case, she was more advanced. She's on to the next step. And if you just search my name, Amy Nolte, and the word comping, all my videos about comping will come up. But the next step is to add some notes. I'm not going to tell you about which notes right now. But Ella was doing those. She was playing the Bebop Scale. And the Bebop Scale, if you're in the key of C, the G Bebop Scale works over the entire 2-5-1. Okay, so the 5 of whatever key you're in, that Bebop Scale works for the whole 2-5-1. It's awesome. Sounds great, right? And then you change keys, and if you do it in B flat next, so now we're on a C minor chord, so the 5 of B flat is what? Who can say it? What's the 5 if we're in the key of B flat? And that's the Bebop Scale that we're going to play. Look at my video called Developing Perfect Pitch, and you can find out what I think about that. F is right, Daniel Felix. Point for you. So yeah, we play an F Bebop Scale over the B flat 2-5-1. Like that. But Ella was doing that, and she wasn't reminding herself of what they were called as she did it. So she was doing it, but she had no idea what the name of the chord was that she was playing. She could play it in all 12 keys. It's ridiculous. Great fingering on the bebop scales, everything, but stupid mom forgot to tell her to just say the names of the chords as you're going along. So she learned them all, and she didn't know what they were called. So that's why she made the game up. All right, so in the game, you roll the dice. It corresponds to a chord, right? Say your chord is F7. All right, you play your F7. There it is. But out of context like that, you might not be able to know, like, you can't hear it. Like, what does that chord really sound like? So what Ella does is she reaches over with her right index finger and just plays the root. And she's like, oh, okay, F7, that's what it sounds like. So there's part of the video at like 3 minutes and 44 seconds, I think Wayne said, where she's playing roots for a second. That's why. It's to reorient your ear so that you can hear it. All right. Bebop scale. What does a bebop scale remind you? Of course, Courtney, I'm happy to. A bebop scale starts on, it starts on the root of your dominant chord, typically. So if you're playing a song like, say, Oh, say you're gonna play All of Me. You look at your first dominant chord, which in this case is an E7, right? So when you get to that E7, the bebop scale is a nice option to play over your E7 chord. So you start on an E. Can you see? Can't really see, can you? E, and then D sharp, D natural, C sharp, B, A, G sharp, F sharp, and E. So you're playing all the notes of an E major scale, but you flat the 7 as well. You play both degrees of the 7. Sing them. All right, there we go. All right, that's my one question for now. I'll take a question from you here if you'd like. How that... there was something about how deep down the scale, but I didn't... if I don't answer your question, copy and paste it and type it again so that I can make sure and see it. Bill, you want to know the story of my piano? That probably means you were watching last week, huh? I can tell it. I think I can tell it. I said it's a little personal, but it's special to me, so I can tell that. Okay. Thank you. Thanks for wanting to hear the story of my piano. My piano is called a Hallett Davis and Company piano, and it's new. It's just a couple of years old, and I never ever thought that I would have a grand piano in my house. It's a baby grand. It's a 5.3. But I never ever thought that I would. Like for the first couple of years of when I was married, living in New York City, I just had a Rhodes. I was teaching lessons, the kids would come over, we'd just play the Rhodes. And then when we moved to LA, I found on Craigslist one day, this is kind of a cool part of this story actually. I found a piano. It was a 1915 Krakauer upright, and it was over in Long Beach. And it was in like a high-rise building by this lady. So the lady says, I'll sell you my piano for $500. And so John and I saved up $500. And it was super hard because he was going to school at UCLA then in law school, and we didn't have any money. But I wanted the piano, and he wanted me to have the piano, so we went and got that. And we like grabbed a couple of guys that lived around, and we put it in a truck, and got it in the apartment. Always, when somebody moves a piano in or out of your house, I mean, you just want to just pay them a lot of money or cook them a lot of cookies or something to thank them because, that's your piano, right? Anyway, but when we got that piano, the whole room in that apartment was filled with jazz memorabilia, and there were like gold records up on the wall. And I said to the lady, I was like, who are you? Anyway, she was the widow of Booker Little. Do you guys know who Booker Little was? He was this genius trumpet player, played with John Coltrane, and he died when he was like 26 years old, I think. She was married to Booker Little. Anyway, it was her piano. He didn't ever play the piano, but she had it for all those years. Anyway, that is the piano that I had for many, many years. She was the coolest lady, and I had that piano, a 1915 upright. You can look maybe on a couple of my very old YouTube videos. You can see me playing that one. I loved it. It was dear to me, and I had it from like 2001 to 2015, I think, like 14 years, that piano. My mom and my stepdad were at my house, and my stepdad's one of those guys. Maybe some of you guys are like this. He can play like 7 songs on the piano because he took lessons when he was a kid, and he can play The Entertainer, and he can play like The House of the Rising Sun, and he's got them all memorized, right? And if he gets halfway through and he messes up, he has to go back and start at the beginning because he can't like figure it out, because you know what I'm talking about? That's how he plays the piano, and it's awesome. So anytime he sits down to play a piano, he'll play like one of those 7 songs, and he's the best. But that's what he can do. So he and my mom have this baby grand in their house, and so when I go there, I like to play it, Anyway, they were at my house for like a week, and every time he would go sit down to play my piano, he would play those songs. And I guess that he was sitting there playing one day, and he thought to himself, why do I have a grand piano in my home when all I can play are 7 songs, and Amy has this 1915 upright with many of the ivories missing, and was out of tune because I couldn't afford to get it tuned. And anyway, he thought that to himself. He went home, talked it over with my mom, and they called me a couple of days later, and he told me that, and then he said, Amy, your mom and I want to buy a piano. And so they gave me some money to go get a piano, and I, first time in my life, I went to a showroom and played pianos. Met the nicest man there who's been selling pianos over in Rancho Cucamonga for like 30 years. I told him the story, and I mean, we couldn't afford, to get a Yamaha or a Steinway or something. And I really liked this Hallett and Davis piano. The action felt great. It had a nice bright sound. The parts to it are made in Germany, which I thought was cool. And he said, this piano is new and probably retails at about $14,000, and I'll give it to you for your budget of $5,000. So, yeah, my brand new piano that my stepdad and my mom bought for me. And I just, every day I look at it in here and I just can't believe it. So that's my story of how I got a piano. And thanks for asking about it. Sorry to get a little bit emotional. How deep can you go with substitutions, with chord substitutions? That was your deep question. You can go super deep. But I'm not going to do it today. Thanks, everybody. Thank you. Any suggestions for vibes players? Oh my gosh, listen to Milt Jackson. I don't know. I don't know very much about the vibes. I'm sorry about that, but I do think that vibes players should just listen hard to other vibes players and find a really good teacher. I got to go to Milt Jackson's funeral. That's an amazing story, maybe for another day. Let's do some more tunes, huh? A few more tunes. For those of you who weren't here at the beginning, thank you for coming. Hit the like button for me. Share it if you can. That would be really cool. And salt peanuts. I don't never play that. I don't really know it. You watched my surfing video? Oh, awesome. Thanks. I need to do another surfing video sometime. Oh, the shark has a pearly teeth, dear. Midnight at the oasis. Sing your camel to bed. Is that right? Love is like a never-ending melody. Poets have compared it to a symphony. My favorite drummers? Philly Joe Jones. Very favorite, super tasty. And then I'd say maybe Billy Higgins after him. But I love Elvin Jones too. Those are like opposites, kind of. Goodbye, yellow brick road, where the dogs of society howl. Night and stars above that shine so bright. The mystery of our faded light that shines upon our caravan. Donna Lee, okay. I never know what key to sing that song in. It's too hard. are such a range. Oh my gosh. You don't know what love is until you've learned the meaning of the blues. When you're down and trouble and you need some love and care, and nothing is going right. Me and my shadow strolling down the avenue. Do you guys remember that movie called Sweet and Lowdown? That was a Woody Allen movie. It had Sean Penn in it, and it was kind of like a Django Reinhardt story. Do you remember that? I think he played me and my shadow all throughout that movie. I need to see that movie again. I want to show that movie to my kids too. And I remember in the middle of the movie, John leaned over to me and he said, "What's that song he keeps playing?" And I was like, "It's Me and My Shadow." And that was so cool because that was like a theme, like, and nobody knew unless they knew that song. That was a great movie. Remember that he like picked up a girl at a bar and he took her out to the dump to shoot rats. That's what he did. He didn't take her to the Dairy Queen, right out to the dump, shooting rats. I don't know the words. Yeah, something stupid, that's right. I think it's such a nice melody, isn't it? It's just easy, like major scale. You can do so many things with a major scale. I love that. Yeah, ba da ba da ba da ba. How about Nat King Cole? That's a good idea. I don't want French toast and rye bread. I forget the words. You heard what I said. Oh, I'm never satisfied. I want the frim sauce with the artisan flavor, with sweet fa on the side. Crocodile Rock, really? I remember when rock was young. Me and Susie had so much fun, holding hands and skipping stones. Had an old golden Chevy in a place of my own. But you want to hear "Turn Down for What"? Turn down for what? There you go. There it is. Turn down for what? Yeah, Diana Krall did a great job on that song too. That's on her album All of Me, right? All for You. All for You. Harmonize with Jacob Collier again? Yeah, easier said than done. How am I going to do that? Do you guys know Jacob Collier's song called In My Room? Oh, no. That's the name of his album. What's the song I really like? You guys know what it is. It's that beautiful ballad that he wrote. I can't think of the name of it right here. Hey, thanks for subscribing. I appreciate that. Yeah, if you guys haven't subscribed to me, it'd be awesome if you subscribe. I think like out of all the people that watch my videos, only like 23% are actually subscribed, which is kind of crazy, isn't it? Let's see. I have Hideaway. It's Hideaway, right? Oh, it's so nice. Take me. In my hideaway. It's another example of just using plain old diatonic major scale notes. But, I mean, then he does so much more with it, doesn't he? Ooh, I like that one. And Harry doesn't mind if he doesn't make the scene. such a good song. Oh my gosh, I love that song. Let's see. You misheard that as Hideaway? No, Hideaway. That's Hideaway. Oh, stop dragging my heart around. That's a good song too. What is that, Tom Petty? I love Tom Petty. Yeah, Money for Nothing. I think the perfect pitch jam that everybody should use is Money for Nothing, Chicks for Free. I really do. I find my B flat like that all the time now. I want my, right? Bam. There it is. I always nail it. Let me answer another question. I have another question written down. Mark Sheffield. I looked like myself in that funk video there for a second, didn't I? I need my glasses. Mark Sheffield. Mark writes. No, wait. Oh, wait. I don't know. I think I answered Mark's question already. I totally did. I answered it. I think I just got a little confused. I think Wayne asked me a question that was different, and before when I answered Wayne's question, I was really answering Mark's question. Sorry about that, Wayne. I don't remember what your question was. So that's okay. That's okay. Library Amy goes away for a second. All right. Oh, wait, I know what that guy asked. Wayne E. I know what he asked. He said, tenor saxophone player that just made a comment, who said you're not comfortable improvising. That's okay. Nobody's comfortable improvising right off the bat. You need to learn somebody else's solo. Whatever song you're playing in your band, learn somebody else's solo on it. Play it for a little while. Even when you're going to play with your band in practices and stuff, just say, I learned this Sonny Rollins solo and I'm going to play it right now because I can't make up my own quite yet. And then, you take parts of Sonny Rollins' solo. You say, for these 2 bars, I'm going to play Sonny Rollins. And then for the next 2 bars, I'm going to play me. And then you make up something. But then you come right back to Sonny Rollins. And then you go away from him. Then you come back. That's how you start to improvise, I think. I haven't made a video about that yet, but I've been thinking about it lately, and it's a really good way. Okay, I remember what Wayne asked. Wayne said, Amy, I watched your video about getting rid of my real books. And he was like, I do want to get rid of my real books, but I don't think I'm quite ready for that. And how do I know if I'm ready? I think that was kind of his question. It's a great question. My video about getting rid of your real books is like, it's kind of when you're at the level where you feel like you could figure out the chords for yourself. Like you can actually listen to a song and you figure out what the chords are, how to play them. And then that's more when you're ready to give up your real book. But also, if you're not to that level yet, if you can't figure out chords just by listening to songs, go ahead and look at your real book. Like maybe you really want to learn Love for Sale. Actually, I don't think that's in the real book. But if you want to learn it, you look at your real book, go ahead, memorize your chords, practice your chords, even do my tune a week, routine, learn all your cool voicings that you want to play and stuff. But then you've got to have it memorized by the end of the week. You're right, Dennis, I'm not in HD today. I haven't quite figured out how to do that yet on a live video. What is a real book? That's a good question, Farhan. I won't get away from my question, I'll remember it. In the very old days, a lot of people would put together like sheet music of songs, but they weren't really sheet music, they were just the chords and the melody. And then they would like staple them together and sell them, and maybe make copies of them and sell them, and you could only get them if you knew somebody who had one and they made a copy for you, and those were called fake books. But then sometime, I don't know when, in the 90s maybe, the 80s, Chuck Scher published real books, 3 of them, I think, and he figured out a legal way to post all of those things that used to be in fake books. So he just called it real books. Like now they're real, they're actually legal. So it's a matter of memorizing tunes one at a time so that pretty soon you can put away your real book. And even if it's just putting it away one tune at a time, that's something, right? You've moved somewhere. You've got one tune, and then maybe in a month you'll have 2 tunes. But the key is, whenever you can, put it away. Was it Chuck Scher or Hal Leonard? No, it was Cher, right? Yeah. I have one right here. I didn't totally put it away. Ella had it out. Everybody's saying Hal Leonard. Was it Chuck Scher through Hal Leonard? I don't know. It's right here. It looks like this. It's old. Look at it. It's stained and stuff. But right down there it says Chuck Scher. Or Cher Music, right? It was $32 when I got it. I don't know what it is now. Look, when I got it, I started taping pictures of my heroes in it. You can see on my front page right there. I got Chick Corea, Bobby McFerrin, Diana Krall, Miles Davis, Joshua Redman. You'd like to hear Alexander Nightingale, Riton? Sure, I'd love to play a little bit of that for you. That's on my second album. And yeah, I have 2 albums, good question. One of them's called Up Till Now, one of them's called Just Us. And they're both on iTunes. Alexander Nightingale goes like this. Was released as a CD, but we only made 300 of them and they sold pretty quickly. That was stupid of us. And then I lost the album artwork. I can't find it anywhere, and so we can't make new ones. If we made new ones, we'd have to have new artwork, and that's, I don't know about that. So anyway, I don't have any of them. I think I have one for myself, and then that's it. But they're on iTunes. And you can get them there. I think we're done for today, everybody. It's been like 45 minutes or something. So that's really cool. You guys are so fun to hang out with, and you ask such good questions. And I'm really happy to have so many people that care enough to sit here and hang out with me for 42 minutes. It's amazing to me. I can't believe it. We were at the Angels game last night. Angels won in the bottom of the 9th inning, because they're the home team, and it was a really cool game. Anyway, we were sitting there, and John leans over to me and he goes, "You know what?" He goes, "You've got about as many subscribers as all these seats in this stadium." And I went, "No." Anyway, it hadn't hit me like that before, so that was crazy to me. So thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. Thanks for being forgiving of me if I make little mistakes, not calling me out in too mean of a way or anything. And make sure to follow me on Twitter, follow me on Snapchat, follow my Facebook music page. Subscribe to me here on YouTube, pretty please. And check out my website, amynolte.com. There's all kinds of worksheets that you can get that go along with my videos. Make sure when you're listening to my videos that you realize I have playlists that I've made. Everything's organized into playlists. There's jazz piano, there's scat singing for beginners, scat singing for intermediate, there's blues piano, all different ones. There's everybody can harmonize, how to play rock piano. They're growing. I'm trying to build on every playlist every once in a while. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you next time on Amy Nolte Music.